Hello, I'm Reginald Bullock, and
My name is Trey Wilder, and on today's show, this is called Just Living. It's the first episode called The Pilot. I like it. I like it. Now, in terms of going, kind of circling back to hustle a little bit, an intelligent hustler, what does that look like to you? Like,
that's pretty good, man. I like that. An intelligent hustler.
what does that look like to you? Is that somebody who is efficiently, I guess, hustling, or is that somebody who, when we think of intelligent, you might think of like a nerd, right? Quote unquote. So is that or is that a nerd, I guess, who's hustling? Like what does intelligent hustler sound like to you more?
So I'm gonna remove nerd off the table because that doesn't fit. But an intelligent hustler.
Hmm.
All right. So we talk about intelligence. We talk about hustling. So when I look at an intelligent hustler, that means somebody who's extremely strategic, well thought out. They have a full concept and understanding of the big picture
Okay.
from a strategic perspective. And now they can pick and choose how they do things. Matter of fact, you know, they may even have a team of people working for them. They may be at the top and have multiple layers below them. So they're not cutting grass.
Hmm.
They own the company.
Okay.
They're not raking leaves and washing windows. They own the company. And so they're hustling at a whole different level.
Right.
But they're not out there sweating like crazy anymore. They got 100 people doing it for them.
Okay.
But they still hustling because they got to keep this thing afloat.
Right.
And in order to do that, you got to be intelligent. You can't accidentally you can accidentally show up at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning or late, cut somebody's lawn and, get $20 for it. Right. So that's not a high level of intelligence to do that. Nothing against people that cut grass, because I used to do it.
Yeah.
It's just if you are one of 100 people cutting grass, and that person has got to worry about machines and trucks and gas and timing and the weather and all of those other factors that go into not their $20 for the day, but their $10,000 for the day, of which part of it is going to pay all of these people. Yeah, that's a different level of intelligence getting your hustle.
Okay. Okay. See, so sometimes when I feel like I'm doing my show, I feel like I'm hustling sometimes. Like I said earlier, I may not classify myself as much of a hustler as I would like to be, but I'm hustling though. I'm moving them puppies now.
Right, right, right.
But then sometimes I feel like I'm not moving intelligent with it. Because like, for example, my edits or my recordings, okay, like I made sure I recorded, okay, who's gonna be on what show, what day do I want this, what topics do I want to cover on these days. And it's all in one full week. So like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, got this covered. And then when I'm looking back at it, it's like, dang, I wish I had done this differently. Or I wish I had done differently. So in that moment, I feel like I'm not being intelligent, at least in terms of like what I just learned about myself.
Mhm.
But then in that same moment, I might think, okay, well, I'm actually am being intelligent because I'm self-assessing myself, lessons learned, and trying to move better going forward. And that's what it is in the day. Like again, as I said earlier, we don't know everything in life, so we're just going through. It's just funny how we, I guess, put a lot of pressure on ourselves. Um, like the definition of hustle could be subjective in terms of how much work you're doing. I think like one person's hustle could be different from somebody
I
else.
thought Beyonce said it was the beat. So, to your point, you said a lot of stuff in there. So, the short answer for a lot of questioning was yes and yes, in the sense that your show, you are hustling and you are intelligent, but you also said, there's just some things we don't know.
Right.
So, that doesn't mean you're not intelligent. That just means you haven't learned that thing yet.
Yeah.
Right. We all have to grow and develop.
Right.
And hopefully, we're on a trajectory of knowledge and wisdom and understanding and intelligence. So, no more than you expect a 6-year-old to be able to, play ball like Kobe Bryant. Right. Doesn't mean that 6-year-old is not intelligent with the skill sets that they've learned.
Right.
I mean, I've seen some 6-year-olds do stuff that I can't do.
Yeah.
Right. And so the point is, the levels. Kind of like being like a first degree black belt
Mhm.
doesn't mean that they're not intelligent. It just means they're first degree black.
Right.
A fourth degree black belt is intelligent and maybe more intelligent than the first degree in martial arts, but not necessarily in everything else. And so, in your hustle with your show, yeah, you are intelligent. But then you went to George Mason, right? And I went to Community College of Philadelphia for a little while, right? So, does that make you more intelligent than me? No. It's just I hadn't learned the thing that you learned yet. Okay. Right? And so intelligence is where you are at the time. Right. If you're intelligent. Yeah. But just because you don't know something don't mean you're not intelligent.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, you might, like, for instance, I have relatives that never graduated from high school. Smart. Right? I think my Uncle Willie finished the sixth grade. But they can cook with no recipe and no measuring cup.
Oh, that's tough sometimes.
That's intelligence.
That's kind of tough. That's kind of tough. I ain't gonna lie.
That's how I learned to cook. So I can cook almost anything I want to cook. And I don't use no recipe other than what I know in my head. And I don't use no measuring or anything. I just get in it and make it do what it do. Yeah. And that's intelligence. Okay. Okay. It's just like a seal. I told you this. A seal, in an aquarium is trained. Just jump through the hoop, bounce a ball, jump, do whatever. That is a trained seal. Right. But an intelligent seal. So an educated seal is one that knows how to hunt out there in the ocean and find its own food. Yeah. And do everything it wants to do because that's who it is. Right. So it's learned about itself. It's educated on who it is or he or she is. Okay. And when it's educated on who she is and it's acting upon those instincts, that's not training. That's education. Okay. Intelligence is when you take that education and now you understand the full landscape of your environment and you use that to achieve results in those environments based on your understanding of the environment. Now that seal is intelligent. That seal knows when the shoals are happening or when a bait ball is going on and sees the birds up there. That's intelligence. Okay. That's not just going down looking for, no, okay. I don't need to work so hard. That's crazy. I need to know where the fish are when I get in this water. Right. So I can go straight to it and eat. Smart. And then more than that, I need to feed my young. Yeah. So it has a need to get its hustle on. Okay. Okay. So I just showed you training, education, intelligence, and hustle with a seal. That's crazy.
But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we hope you have had a good time. Like we said, bro, this was supposed to be a little test run for the pilot. We ain't got our clothes on like the way we wanted to.
We'll wear them next time.
Hey, next time, next time. But definitely hope you all appreciate this conversation. Hope you all learned something. And most importantly, please like, subscribe, comment, and tell anyone who's anyone about the show. Because not necessarily for ratings, so we appreciate them. But at the same time, we want to get y'all feedback. Because maybe we said something that was off or sounded wrong, or you had questions about it. I don't know. Like I know people might have question marks on something I said. So please share your thoughts and tell us. I know for a fact, I promise you, I will gladly reach out. And Reggie's pretty open himself too. And again, it's just two guys having genuine conversation from different backgrounds. So, but before we do close, I do want to say, Reggie, I appreciate you because fun fact, he did challenge me when we were fishing, and he was like, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna call me, go ahead. And if you know Reggie, that's more of like, I'm doubting it a little bit. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I call this man next day, next week type vibes. And I did, and now we're here. And this is really motivating because I gotta go help a friend move after this. And I promise you, I'm trying to think, how can I avoid that? To go get some more recordings done. Like this is exciting, bro. This is hustle. Exactly. So Reggie, like from the bottom of my heart, just over the years, I appreciate you as a person. And I just wanted to make sure I had it on camera. I know we had like a flowers segment, quote unquote, to possibly talk about, but like I wanted to make sure I gave you your flowers and say thank you from the bottom of my heart. So I appreciate this.
Thank you. All right. Well, on that note, in the words of Russell Simmons,
Hey,
thank you very much. God bless.
hope you have a good one.